Hi everyone, it's Kate from the Board Line. I am back this week to talk new sewing pattern releases with you. Wow guys, it has been a stonker week. There are some amazing patterns. Luckily, I now don't have to cram them all into a month, and we're so pleased that you like the new format, so we will continue doing it. And yes, so I've got some new patterns and a couple of new designers for you this week, so it's going to be a good one. So grab a cup of tea and settle in. So the first pattern I've got to talk to you about is the Pleated Pants Rowena jumpsuit. It's also a trouser pattern, so it's a jumpsuit and pants. It comes in sizes 0 to 30, and I'm obsessed with this pattern. I think it's so good. Right, so let's get started. I'll show you the line drawing so you can get an idea of it. It's actually a really nice, simple make, and it's perfect if you have never done shearing before and you fancy trying. So it's quite a simple wrap jumpsuit. It's got grown-on sleeves, which are quite kind of big and kind of loose. The key feature is this sheared panel that goes around the waist. And then the bottoms have got wide legs, there are pockets, and then the really nice feature is this sort of tie detail at the back neck, and it has a V at the back as well. So it shows a little bit of your back, but it's your bra strap territory is all safe. The trouser versions just stop and have the sheared panel at the top. I love this. I think they'll be really comfortable, perfect for summer, nice and loose. This is very, very niche, I will say, but if you have had an operation on your stomach, or I was just thinking, looking at these, having had a C-section, this like shape would be very comfortable, or actually if you were pregnant as well, because they could grow with you. I just think it's such a lovely pattern, and it's really nice and simple. So if you were in the sort of you've made a few items before, that kind of beginner territory, I think you could totally do this because of the shape and the way it's constructed. I actually think it's quite simple, and fit wise it'll be more simple because it's quite loose. So it's a fab pattern. Right, next up, I've got a really interesting pair of trousers, which is unusual because trousers tend to be not hugely interesting, but Ready to Sew have made ones called the Pleat Asymmetric Pants. They come in sizes UK 6 to 30, so nice great size range on this. These are really interesting. So they've got this sort of fold feature, elasticated waist, patch pockets on the back, but the kind of core detail is this sort of wrap at the front. It's based on I was going to say like Thai fisherman pants. So there are two variations, I think, with this. Yes, there are. So there's one that's got just a complete without the pocket detail, and there's one with the pocket detail, and the pocket detail has more of the kind of swooping. I'll show you pictures. I feel like I've got like distracted in my head of thinking about how it's constructed. But yeah, there are two different variations for this. So I think it's a really fab pattern. It's really interesting, and I like the idea. I think this would be really interesting to wear at an event or like a wedding. I think you could make it in like a crepe or something, and it would look like really smart and quite interesting. Yeah, I just thought it was really great. So hope you guys like that one as well. Next up, I've got a bra and pants set from Madeline. It's called the Galena monowire bra and panty. If you haven't come across Madeline before, she specialises in lingerie, and I think she's fantastic. If you haven't seen her patterns, go and have a look because they are so beautiful. Really great details, the instructions are good, and I just think they're really interesting. There isn't anyone else who's doing lingerie in the same way she is in our industry at all. And I mean, look at this, it's such an amazing, it's got so many beautiful details. It looks like, I mean, if you bought this in a shop, it would cost you an absolute fortune, but you can obviously make your own. So the interesting thing about this is the monowire, which I have we were talking about this, I'm not sure that I've seen on any other indie lingerie pattern before. I probably am wrong, but so the mono wire is, in case you don't know, one wire, so it's continuous, which is great because I'm sure many of you have got to the point with your bras where they rip and they poke through with the wire, and it's a pain like no other when it happens. And so this obviously means that won't happen. So I think if you really like sewing lingerie, this one would be interesting because you've learned a new skill to how to insert that. The pant, I mean, they're just so beautiful. There's so much lovely detail on it, and I'll show you the line drawing so you can have a proper look. It's just a beautiful one. I think it's really nice. And if you've made a few things before, sorry, had a hiccup. If you made a few lingerie pieces before, this could be a really lovely challenge. She also, because I know with lingerie, quite a lot of this is finding all of the bits because there's so many little bits to go with it. She sells quite a lot of kits on her site as well. So if you like this, go and check them out because you can get kits. That's a point. Sorry, this is going to... Would kits be useful? Would bra kits be useful? Is that something that you'd like to see? Because we could do that, but we've not done that in the past. So let me know. Yes. So that one's... Oh, I haven't done sizing on this. So it's... the pants go from 6 to 26, and then the bra is 26 to 44 around here, and then cup sizes are A to H, so it's got a really good size range. Next up, we've got the In the Folds Whitlow robe. I love this. It comes in sizes 6 to 44. It's a really beautiful dressing gown pattern. The thing that I really like about this is this diagonal seam line at the front, which is really clever because I always find this with dressing gowns. You need especially if you've got bigger hips, you need it shaped like this. Actually, I don't know why no one's done this before. This shape is like the perfect shape for a dressing gown. It just means you have some excess fabric down there so that you aren't kind of flashing. It's got raglan sleeves, which means it's really easy to insert. You could honestly whip this up in a few hours. I just think it's really fantastic. It has a fab size range, and once you've made one, I think you'll probably make loads. And also great for gifts if you want to sew something for someone. You don't want to spend ages doing it and you want to look really generous. The dressing gown is the way to go. So I thought this was a really great take on something that has been done quite a lot, but that little detail I think really changes and elevates the pattern. So that was very clever pattern cutting. Next up, we have got the Friday Pattern Company Elsian bodysuit. I have probably said that incorrectly. It comes in sizes 6 to 34. This is such a lush pattern. I think a really useful item for your wardrobe. So it's like a classic body. I think it's hard to tell from the pictures. I'm not sure whether it has poppers at the crotch, which quite a lot of them do. It looks like it doesn't. The interesting thing about this is this really lovely seam line underneath the bust, which I think adds loads of... I just think that's really nice. It makes it really different. It's like a kind of that curve in it. There are different cuff options, and I like the idea that you can do this and make it in different colours. I think you could do colour blocking with it and have the top bit in a different colour, which they've done here. It's a really useful item for your wardrobe, I think, and I love it. And Friday Pattern Company patterns are just amazing. So yeah, we were really excited when this one came out. So I've got 2 new designers on the site, which we're really excited about. So the first one is called Paradise Patterns. You will notice with the beautiful photography, they are actually based in Hawaii. So everything is summery and gorgeous, which is perfect for us at this time of year. Sizing wise, they come from a size roughly 26 to 32, so there's a great sizing. She's currently got 4 patterns and they are just beautiful. I think really great summer dresses. Just, yeah, they've getting distracted because I'm excited. So maybe I'll talk about one. Maybe I'll talk about the Halon dress, which I know a lot of people have made and love. It's gorgeous, this dress. So it's got this beautiful dipped back with gathering in. There are 2 different versions for this. So you can either have it with the gathering or without. You can add a layer, a ruffle layer at the bottom as well. It's really nice and simple. There are little darts at the bust. I feel like this is perfect, you know, shoving over bikini territory if you're on holiday. It's just gorgeous. And the other dress I love is the Smoltron dress. This one is gorgeous. It's got this kind of panel around the top here, very thin little straps, elasticated around the back, and then there are different length options. I really like the full length version that's got a kind of, again, another like a gathered panel at the bottom. I think it's gorgeous, and this is such a lovely summer dress that you could just wear over and over again. So yeah, go and check her patterns out because they're gorgeous and I think you guys will love them. And last but not least, we have got the Modern Sewing Company, which we're really excited to have a little bit about them. They were originally a one-man manufacturer, so she used to design the patterns and then make them and sell the finished products. During the pandemic, obviously everything changed, and she sort of pivoted her business and started selling the designs that she used to kind of manufacture as patterns now. So she's got 11 styles. They're really great, simple, good basics and things that you will want to make over and over again. The trousers in particular I really love. The co-worker trousers, I think these are a really gorgeous shape. I think they are kind of slightly barrel-legged, high-waisted. I think they're just great. And in terms of sizing, it goes from a UK 4 to 26. But yeah, those trousers in particular I really loved. The overshirt as well, which is obviously based on a classic kind of French workwear jacket. And the Celia shirt dress, which I think is beautiful. It's got that really nice kind of notched collar, really nice and relaxed fit. They're just sort of casual, nice things that you want to have in your wardrobe. So we thought you guys would be really excited about having them on the shop as well. So I hope that was good. There'll be links down to everything below. So if you want to go and have a look a bit more and definitely check out the kind of 2 new designers and see all of their styles, go and have a look there. Fab. So we will be back next week with another video. Have a lovely weekend. Bye.